Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is known to many as one of the greatest video games of all time. Personally, it is one of my favorite video games I've ever played, for many reasons. Its landscapes that have to be seen to be believed, a story that is both beautiful and inspiring, a melody that is better than the music that I could find for this intro for dramatic effect, and a freedom that is amazing and overwhelming at times. So in this video, I'll be showing you some very great advice for combating it. Regardless if you are new, old, beginning your journey, replaying your journey again, or pondering if this journey is worth taking alone at all. This video will help you not only to breathe the wild, but to become it. I would like to give one more thank you for your patience and support. Now let's get into the tips. Tip number 1, the warm doublet. It's not the best piece of cold resistant equipment in the game, but it can be obtained fastest out of all of them. So let's go over all the ways of obtaining the warm doublet right now. There are 3 ways to obtain warm doublet. The first is by cooking the old man's favorite dish, spicy meat and seafood fry. To obtain raw meat, you have to hunt boar, which isn't easy, but I believe in you. To obtain fish, we obviously have to go fishing. There are a lot of fun ways to go fishing in this game, but one of my favorites is just to use a remote bomb. Now, where are they? Oh, they're there. The last ingredient we need is spicy peppers, which can be found at the gate right before the snow region begins. It's also right next to a little hut of the goblins, which we'll say hello to. Hello. We're not here for you. Anyway, where are the spicy peppers? Right there. See? Right before the gate. Talk to the old man and give him the dish. And he'll give you the warm doublet in return. Thank you. Method 2. Boar hunting can be a little difficult, so if you cook up a cold resistant dish, you can climb all the way to the peak of the plateau and talk to the old man there, where he'll give you a tip on the binoculars. And the warm doublet, obviously. Thank you. There's one last way to obtain the warm doublet if you already completed a Great Plateau and didn't do the either 2 methods. If you go back to the old man's cabin, there will be a new chapter in his diary, which we won't read, and a chest, which will give you the warm doublet. Honorable mention, you can buy it from Hateno Village. Tip number 2. Don't hold out your bomb arrows for too long. For some weird reason, they explode after like 6 to 9 seconds. Okay, I made that up. They don't explode randomly, but did you see that? One more time. Yep, that wasn't random. That was thanks to Elden's fiery regions that set things on fire. See? Pretty much nothing in this game happens randomly. Let me show you a few more things that you should be aware of in the environment. Let's start with the best way to deal with a Lionel. The Lionel, the most difficult overworld enemy in the game. And the best way to deal with one is... don't. I know, a little underwhelming, but some fights in this game are not worth taking. As long as you don't pull out a weapon or use a Sheikah Slate ability, you're fine. You can take a picture once you're able to run, but yeah, best way to deal with a Lionel. Okay, I know that the last mini tip I gave you wasn't that great, so I'll give you 2 more mini tips and then we'll move on to the next real tip. Let's start with buried treasure chests. There are buried treasure chests in this game, and an enemy type called a treasure octorok. The best way to identify the two is with magnesis, because all buried treasure chests are made out of metal, and octoroks are very much obviously not made of metal. See, there's one right now. Remember that B.O.T.W family that we saw earlier? Yeah? Here they are. Hey guys, I saw you earlier. What you doing? What up? Wait, why are you picking it? Oh, this is them after completing most of the story quests. Only 2 red bokoblins and a silver bokoblin. That red bokoblin turned into a silver bokoblin because of a hidden world level, not because of story progression. I would go more in depth, but it would take a whole tip to explain, so just look up hidden world level. Tip number 3. This is really tip number 4, but I know someone who's going to be watching this. And his question is going to be, how the flip are you supposed to make a whole bunch of rubies? So instead, this is going to be tip number 3. You do need 3 things. Number 1, you need to complete Rito's Village's Divine Beast. Number 2, you need to have a whole bunch of apples. I'll show you the best method in a second. And number 3, you need a way to bake the apples. Let's go over those now. Let's start with apples. This is going to be a little time lapse of one of the best ways to collect a whole bunch of apples really fast. You could use an axe, but I'm using an ice rod in this example. It is better to throw your ice rod. Don't attack with your ice rod, as I'm going to do in this example. Mount Satori in general is just a really great place to collect a whole bunch of organic materials. If you really want to know if you collected all the apples, you can use stasis. There's a lot of good ways to cook up a whole bunch of apples, but one of my favorites is to just use Death Mountain. Don't try cooking more than 10. They'll disappear. Just wait a few seconds and collect them, and there you go, you got a whole bunch of big apples. You could also use a fire claymore or a campfire, but whatever you want to do. Now let's talk about Judy. Judy is the bread and butter of this ruby farming method. She's usually awake sometime around noon. I'm not exactly sure when. She'll buy apples from you in batches of 100, 50, and 10. Just to compare, this is how much rubies normally sell for. 3 rubies. Is it the best ruby making method? No. Is it the easiest and one of the only glitchless ruby farming methods out there? Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the last tip. Tip number 4, the sand boots, the snow boots, and the Gerudo armor. The sand boots and snow boots make you faster depending on their particular environments, and the Gerudo armor is necessary to get into Gerudo Town. This is a quick example of how fast the sand boots are compared to normal boots. As you can see, the sand boots that are the example on top are much faster than the climbing boots, which are the example on the bottom. As you can see, it's really fast. Let's get started with the Gerudo armor because we need it for both of the boots. On the top of the tallest building in Kar Bazaar, there's an NPC named Villia. He will give you the Gerudo armor in exchange for calling him beautiful and giving him 600 rubies. That's it. I kind of forgot to record it. To collect the snow boots, we're going to do 2 side quests for an NPC named Bozai. To get started, talk to Bozai. He's basically just going to give you the snow boots and then ask you to take a picture of the 8th heroine. I'm going to show you how to get there. We're going to start from the Do-Ko-Ta shrine. And then we're basically just going to climb up the mountain a little, walk past the canyon, and make a quick detour to this blue pin right here. Then we're going to take a picture of the 8th heroine right there. I did this with a flame weapon, a piece of climb gear, and a piece of cold resistance gear, and the snow boots. I recommend that you do this with at least 2.5 wheels of stamina, otherwise bring a whole bunch of stamina food. I decided to climb the mountain here. If you keep going straight, you can get on the Sheikah Tower and climb from there, but I don't know what was going through my head. If you get into that cave, there's some pretty good weapons in there. Take a picture, not a selfie. You'll thank me later. And. 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 Go back to Bozai and show him the picture of the 8th heroine. Then he'll give you the sand boots, and he'll also take the snow boots. You can get the snow boots back when he's awake. To get the snow boots back, we need to find the 8th heroine's sword. But since we already took that picture, we're just going to talk to him until he gives us the snow boots. And that's it. And that's all 4 of my tips. Thank you for watching. I'd like to take a friendly reminder that I have a Blue Sky, TikTok, and YouTube. See you later.